Hello again, viewers, and greetings, fellow space travelers. This is Thorn of Night, and welcome to episode 34 of my Agrarian Skies attempt. And it is raining. Let me go get rid of this rain real quick. Today, I wanted to do a little bit of work on some processing infrastructure because I'm going to need to start dealing with all kinds of different stuff in a much more automatic fashion. I don't want to have to keep running back and forth to these machines manually. I want to be able to, if I need something, to simply be able to make it on the fly. And I have learned how these ME interfaces work now, finally. You place them, and with your little monkey wrench here, you can whack on it, right click on it just once, and it will change the direction that this is going to output items to. It will output items to an inventory or an input slot to an adjacent machine, for instance, and you can change it up, down, left and right, back and forward, however you want to orient those, or just the default like that. Now, the way these work is if I grab this guy here, and let me just go ahead and give this a direction up, and I have it connected to some ME cable. What it will do is, if you have a recipe in, say, here, I have made the recipe for crafting silicon. This one I put in manually using Certus quartz, and basically the way that works is you can change the output. Like, for instance, if you have a recipe where you can turn Certus quartz into silicon or into a bucket, you can put the bucket there manually as the output. I think that there's even a recipe for, well, let's see here. Can I do that? Ah! So you can set an output here and say what the recipe is, and it will, well, that didn't quite work, but ultimately, by setting the output manually, you can, here, get rid of those, you can make it so the machine, the whole AE system will say, okay, I know that somehow if I send this interface one Certus quartz dust, that this interface will provide for me one silicon. That's basically the way these interfaces work. And the other two inventories here are, these are the things that are being exported, like the inventory of the interface, and this is what you are telling the interface to keep in stock. Basically, you can leave that blank if you want, but I'm going to be using a bunch of these things. Let's see here. I don't want that to be pre-configured, just want it blank. There we go. I'm going to be using a bunch of these things on some of the machines here, as well as a few of the machines over here, especially now that I think the glass is done. Oops. Yes, just the plain glass is done, so I can actually turn these guys off. I thought that, oh, maybe it's the top. Yep. I don't want to be sending any more sand to these right now. And that means that I can take these spots and change them over to things to interact with the interfaces. So that's one of my plans, is setting up some of these machines to do that. To manually, to stop manually doing the processing and just have the AE system do it. Then, another thing that I wanted to get started working on is this sludge boiler. Now, the sludge boiler takes this nasty, awful stuff up here that's produced by maybe something else aside from this, but certainly the harvester, this sludge substance, and turns it into physical things. However, when the sludge boil is working, it puts off uh, some sort of toxic gas that gives you hunger and poison. Now, if I understand it correctly, in this mod pack, hunger makes it so you can't eat. So if you're hungry, you can't eat, which makes no sense, but whatever, rolling with it. So what I'm thinking of doing is setting it up here. I'm not going to be in this area all that often, and there's enough room for me to put the sludge boiler here such that it is connected to the power, and I can add a fluid output or export bus there for the sludge and have some import buses on the harvesters up there, and then I will need an item export bus. Actually, I think I already have just a basic item export bus, or no, it's import is what I need here, and that's all automatically connected. And what I'll do is I'll just pipe the sludge in and let this do its thing, piping the items back out and into the system. Hopefully, I'll be able to get dirt and other stuff out of that, some useful items. I'm not sure at what rate I'll be getting stuff, so I'm going to have to just keep an eye on that. But one of the main reasons that I wanted to get started doing this is so I don't have to babysit this, making sure there's yellorium or plutonium in there. This is definitely not keeping up with the ore production. And why is it outputting there? This is set to inlet mode. And unless this is full... Nope, that's not full. And that's set to outlet mode. What on earth is going on here? I'm having some confusion. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I am going to do a little bit of rearranging, take these machines, pop them off, probably just put them over here temporarily. I might actually put them over here because it doesn't really matter where I have it in the system. And I have some cable there. I might just go ahead and do that. But in other news, I have, let's see here. Oops. 90% of the milk that I need for this quest. So today's episode, I'm going to stick around until this one's done. And until, let's see here. This one is done. This is almost 90%, if I can manage to do that. Obviously, I have 10,000 glass. I can go ahead and start turning that in if I want. I think I'll wait until these are done to turn that in, though. I also have, let's see here, I think almost 2,000 of the clear glass, over 2,000 of the clear glass, so that's grinding away pretty nicely. So, making a bit of progress on some of the little side things over, well, not little, but the bigger side things over there. But I want to get started setting up for the more automated crafting and processing of the different things that I'm going to be needing. So I'm going to get to work on that and quit rambling, and I will be back with probably some news about the sludge boiler and show you what I've done with some of the rearranging and such. So I'll talk to you in just a bit. Alright, I started getting some of this set up over here. And I have the pulverizer set to accept the recipe for making Certus quartz dust and pulverizing redstone ore into redstone, and that will also get me some cinnabar, which is going to help later with the cobalt and ardite for making the stuff for the Purple Madness quest. The redstone furnace, so far I've only taught it how to make glass and the silicon. I'm going to be teaching it some of the other things for making the ME components, because I do want to get started on programming the system to be able to eventually make one of these things. But that's going to probably not be in the near future. I don't know, I might have enough resources to do it. Don't think so, though. Now, the sludge boiler over here is working quite nicely. It doesn't eject to the ME cable as far as I can tell. It dropped items. I'm not going to get any closer than this to it because I'll start getting ill. But it does eject straight into the chest, so I just have the export or the import bus affixed to the chest, so anything that ends up in there will just get piped into the system. Now, this thing is actually more awesome than I had anticipated. At the very least, now there may be more that this does, but when I was over there setting it up, these are the things that I was able to catch. I found that it makes clay, sand, dirt, peat, heat sand, and tainted soil. Heat sand and tainted soil can be used, let's see here, to make soul sand if I wanted. But the volume that I'm getting out of those is not all that great. But there's one other thing that it makes that has made me very happy, and that is mycelium. Now, mycelium, if I come over here to the magic area, which, by the way, I have discovered that I don't think this platform is going to quite be big enough. I think it needs to be 17 by 17 in order to house the largest size one, but I'll deal with that when it comes to time for dealing with it. But if I take these three things in here, I might have the recipe sideways. Is that it? No. Hold on. Usage. 200 life points. I need mycelium, leather, and mushroom. Mycelium, leather, mushroom. Maybe I don't have enough essence. Is that what it is? No, it's still not doing anything. I know for a fact I've got 200 in there. Let's see here. 3,800. Yeah, I've got plenty in the system. So, what's going on? I was hoping to be able to make a mushroom egg. Hold on, does it have to be a certain kind of orb? Let's see here, usage. One of those. Okay, magician, master, what's this? Apprentice. Oh, looks like it has to be a minimum of magician. Huh. So I think that's something I'm going to have to work towards. Oh boy. Well, I was hoping to be able to get the mushroom eggs because that's how I'm going to get the mushroom soup. The cows are very close to done. Oops. Let's get out of here. Go back to this. Click on that. 96%. That's going to be done pretty soon. And once that is, I want to get the mushrooms in place, so I might have to focus on that for a bit. But for right now, I think what I'm going to do is I don't need to set up any more sand production. I don't need to keep grinding cobble to gravel and gravel to sand because there is just plenty of sand in the system, and Let's see here. Yeah, almost 8,000 sand right there and getting a surplus. That is making sand. And if I can jump, this is slowly going through the sand, making the clear glass. So I think what I'm going to do is, at least for now, turn off the sand production over here and replace this farm of machines with some of these here and some other things that I'm going to need for some other projects. That way I can free up the space and the energy consumption, and I don't have to keep creating all that sand. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and start disassembling this a little bit and seeing what I need to set up. However, I have been doing one thing in the background here, and it appears to be done. Let me get these back in the system here. I went ahead and made 4,200 vinegar because I want to free up some of the space in here. I can make some more of those 4K storage cells, but I want to use the resources towards the 16 million or 16 meg or whatever. So I just want to go ahead and turn some of this in. So let's submit these just so you can see what I'm doing here. Yes, this is the least sophisticated way of turning the things in, but at least it's getting done. Submit, and there we go. Whoops. Cancel. Alright. Almost halfway there. That cleared up a little bit of space, not a whole lot, and I am getting a bunch of other items in that I am probably not going to need for a good long while. So I need to get back on top of doing the processing and everything. So I'm going to tear this apart, turn off the sand and gravel production. I am going to leave the plastic and rubber processing as is. At least, well, let's see here. JPLA? 2,000. Might turn off the plastic production then. Anyway, I'm going to fiddle around with some of this, and I'll be right back. Alright, a little bit of an update here. First off, we are done with the Strong Bones quest. And it's ready to turn in. It says pick one. There's only one to pick, so let's go ahead and claim the reward. That is a repeatable quest, but I'm probably not going to deal with it anymore. Go ahead and eat the heart. While I was busy doing stuff, the meat drum filled up, so let's go ahead. I have bound this to the fluid protein, so let's go ahead and dump what we can of that in here. Shouldn't take too long to drain that out. Go ahead and eat these guys so I can get some more health. And let's see what the reward bags are. A greater and an epic. A greater is Essentia. Okay. I'll put that in somewhere. I guess I'll put it in here. No, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense now, does it? Can offload that and that. That doesn't need to be in there. Okay, that'll work. Alright, and then the epic is some awesome diamond armor. Okay, well then. I know just what to do with that. I need to make another armor stand. I can just do that here. I need some stone. Let me make sure I know the recipe. Oh, clicked in the wrong spot. armor stand. 2 iron ingots and 3 stone slabs. Do I have stone slabs? I have 2 stone slabs, so that won't help me. So 3 of these. And 2 of those. Make one of those things. And there we go. Now I've got 5. Put this guy over here just because. And I will put these on the armor stand. Alright. Now, let's see here. This is still offloading. Okay. I have set this up. I did a little bit of testing just to make sure some of the things worked, and I went ahead and taught the system how to make some of these additional components. The encoded patterns for the processors, and also over here how to cook the processors. I have I already had the storage segment and storage cell. I needed the storage block, storage cluster, the kilo, the mega, the giga, and the tera. And then finally the 16 meg storage thing. So let's see how far along this gets. It should get at least a little bit of the way along. It's going to want some glass, so it's hopefully sending some sand over here to get cooked for glass. Excellent. I don't know how long this is going to take. It is limited to the speed of cooking, so I basically am just going to have to watch it and see when it gets closer. I don't even know if I have enough materials to make one of these yet, but I at least wanted to get it started to see if it knew what it was missing and if it knew how to make it. And everything seems to be working okay. It's grinding away. Oh, that's done draining. How far along did that get? Not too far. Go ahead and turn this back off and put the spare drum over here. Alright, so now I was thinking of the next quest that I wanted to work on for the fluids might be the sewage. I could just make some sewers and dump them under all of these guys and go ahead and have at least a little bit of sewage input from some of them, but I'm kind of apprehensive punching the hole in the ground there. We'll see. I will experiment. I can always get more critters from over there, and I can probably go ahead and kill these cows. They seem to all have been pushed out of their little cage there. I was also looking at the... Oh, where is it? You're a wizard, Steve. This thing here. It says we need larger orbs. Alright. Now, in order to make the magician's orb... Here... Needs a block of gold, a tier 3 altar, which I have, and 25,000 life points in the altar or readily accessible. Now, with the health that I currently have, let's see here. First off, let's look at the divination sigil. Click on this. This has 16,000 life points in it. Somewhere I thought I had... Oh no, it's augmented capacity. I was thinking it was the dislocation, so let's see here. Maybe I can actually do this. Come on. I hit 3. There we go. No, those still need the Magician's Blood Orb. Okay, so in order to make the augmented capacity or the dislocation, which helps you input juice into the system more quickly, you need to have the Magician's Orb. So in order to make the Magician's Orb effectively, I'm going to need it. Now, I could try to set up something so I can slaughter a whole bunch of critters right next to it and sacrifice my health to fill it back up, but I don't know if I can keep on top of that. So I might have to go practice doing that on another test map or something just to make sure, because I'm going to need that Magician's Orb in order to do, well, not only the mushrooms, but also that one quest that requires the orb. Well, let's see here. I have augmented capacity here. Now, I'm going to see something. Hold on. I might be able to at least get close to pulling this off. Capacity 17.5. Now this is a tier 3. I don't know if these corner ones count. They do not count. Ooh. Wait, I need some more of the blood runes. So these 4 corner ones don't actually count towards the altar. Let's see here. If I do this, will it still reflect in here? 17.5. 17.5, 1900. Ooh, I might be able to do this. Let me set this up and see if I can actually get this quest knocked out. I'll be right back. Alright, you know what? I think I might be able to do this. I've gotten this filled up to 22,000 life points. And that's only 3,000 shy from being able to make the Magician's Orb. I know that I can get 3,000 in there by sacrificing the life that I have down to 1. So if I have a potion of regeneration, then toss that on there, do some sacrificing, drink a health potion, do some more sacrificing, eat the golden apple, I should be able to make this work. So let's give this a try. First put this on there, drink this, see how much is in there. Alright, so it's not going down faster than I can do this. Alright, how are we doing? Okay. Instant health, regeneration. Sacrifice some more. Woo! How are we doing? That did it! That did it! Excellent! Okay. So I have a Magician's Blood Orb. And I am terrified. Alright. Put that out of my inventory so I don't mess with it. Go ahead and detect this. Yes. Now, do I want to make ritual stones or blood runes? Let's see here. The ritual stone recipe is very convoluted. Okay then, and the blood rune was not nearly as bad as all that. So I'm going to pick the ritual stone, because I have a feeling I'm going to need it. Eat the heart. What's the bag? A greater reward bag. A hungry chest. Okay. So now that I have this, I can put this in here and get rid of this guy over this way. I should be able to make some mushroom eggs now, provided there's enough energy in the magic pool. Usage 200. Wait a minute. Alchemic chemistry set. A magician's blood orb. Okay. Mushroom, leather, and mycelium. Mushroom, leather, mycelium. I have that. Oh, it probably doesn't have much energy in it. Let's try this. See if that does something. There we go. A mushroom. So I'm going to go ahead and take this over here. I need to... I'll take the saddle. I'm going to kill these cows, or at least 2 of them. Get off there. Alright. You can go here. And then I need a bucket. Got some mushroom soup. I'll deal with that later. Go with the flow. Mushroom soup. Manual detect. Oh. Okay. I somehow got milk. I must have clicked on the regular cow. Let's try this again. Mushroom. Oh. Right. I need to figure out, let's see here. I can... I'll have to use the rancher to do this. Let me figure this out. I want to get this thing done before the end of the episode. I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. That one managed to produce more than 4 buckets while I was gone. I just simply hooked up a drum to this, just a regular fluid duct, connected the power, and mushroom soup in here. Forgot you can't use the bucket on the cow. You have to use a bowl to get the soup out of the mushroom. So now I should be able to turn this in. Manual detect, claim reward. Put that back in there. Now my guess is, yep, I need 16,000 buckets of mushroom soup. So I can do this. Take this guy off of here. Don't really need that. There. Put this back on there. That should be importing into the system. And it is. And now I can... Wait, where'd the bucket go? Or where'd the barrel go? Drum. Do this. Scoop that. Select task. And let's see here. That's doing the glass right now. And actually I don't really need to do the glass. I can get rid of that. And then Let me bind this first. Select task, do that. Fungus drippings. Put that there. And then that should be all I need for that. This one no longer needs to be fluid protein. I can start doing the trees again. Let's see here. Getting blisters. Oh, I didn't turn that off. Oh well. Okay, so that should be working for the go with the flow here. Whoops. Just want to make sure. 9,000. I want to see that go up. It's going up. Splendid. Alright, so the last thing I want to do for this episode is finish off the getting wood, or maybe I might just wait for the next episode. I have actually successfully gotten a bunch of stuff done today. So you know what? I think I'm going to just go ahead and wrap up. So, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please feel free to leave a message in the comment section below. I will do my best to get back to you as quick as I can. If you like this video and you like what I'm doing here, please feel free to give a like. I do appreciate that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you know when my future stuff comes out. I do have several other challenge series going and a couple other little series that are not Minecraft related intermixed between them. So I've got a bunch of stuff going on, and would also be interested in seeing if there's anything you want me to do on top of the stuff that I am already doing. So please do leave a comment. Oh, that was a baby. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Thank you once again for watching. This is Thorn of Night, and I will talk to you later.